Hi,
Hello,
I'm Leona.
I'm Paxson. Leona, recently I've taken a look a lot on the American presidency election. That reminds me of an ex-American president, Bill Clinton. What do you think about him?
I don't rate him.
No?
No, because of Lewinsky.
Oh, so it's something about negative, right? So let me tell you some facts. So during Clinton's presidency, the US actually has attained the longest economic expansion period in American history. And then he has actually created 22 million new jobs at that time.
That much.
And then for the crime rate in those years, actually in the previous 25 years during his presidency, the crime rate has been lowest in the US.
Wow, so it seems he's actually a great president.
Yes, he is. So sometimes when we talk about a person, we have been focusing on the negative side of it. So that's what we are going to talk about today.
Today we are going to talk about the A of PERMA, achievement. And having negativity bias can be an obstacle for us to have great achievement in a positive relationship.
Negativity bias is a lot about in the survival mode, focusing a lot in spotting dangers and risks. We have inherited that from our ancestors long ago, and then we have put in our workplace as well, such that people focus a lot in people's mistakes and weaknesses.
So the impact to our work relationship is in two major areas. First, it is when we focus on the negativity, we get negative results. And secondly, it creates unfulfilling experience for others if we bring in that negativity bias in our interactions.
So do you have some examples to explain?
Yes, so for the first one, when we focus on the negativity, like, I don't know whether you have the same experience, when you spotted a colleague that is a bit underperforming, we will pay more attention to the area that they are underperforming, so that all our feedback and suggestions and interaction with them will be inputting into the underperforming area. Over time, our colleague will sense that, and end up it will become a disencouragement for them. And once they're being discouraged, they might become quite
Reactive
to the whole thing. So end up that won't be good results.
The relationship will also suffer as well. There is no more positive relationship.
And on another note, the impact of negative bias on interaction is like when we receive some work from our work colleagues, like a PowerPoint for presentation. What will be the things that you focus on?
Oh, maybe you have missed out a few pages, or the words are too small, there are no pictures, things like that.
Yeah, and I remember a similar experience when I handed in a PowerPoint presentation to a senior. I burned my midnight oil to get that done. And the first thing I get is, your presentation has too many pages. Imagine the unpleasant experience that I get despite of my hard work of preparing that.
I can actually think of another example. Sometimes when a senior management or a big boss is going to join a new company, there are lots of intelligence happening within the company, trying to get what sort of person this is, who this person is from the previous company. So the intelligence usually will get back some more negative comments, say like, oh, this senior management is very pushy, and they are very picky, and they are not very reasonable.
So it brings in a bad first impression.
And then the relationship may also suffer in the end when this person really joined the company.
So, and when you say that, you remind me of a very common story when a kid is very happy, bring home a test result of, oh, Daddy, Mommy, I've got 98% out of 100. And the response is, so what happened to the other 2 marks? So that's a good example of negativity bias too.
So how can we fight negativity bias then? We have 2 tips, right?
Okay, the first one is called the 10% rules. Negativity bias is in our human nature. So if we practice every time when we interact with our work colleagues, we focus on at least 10% of what we appreciate about them and call it out. And with time, we will find 20%, 30% to 100%. And with that, we are actually feeding positivity into the result when we work together.
That's the power of acknowledgement as well. Very strong. So let me share the second tip. So usually during normal times, you can build positive energy as your reserve to fight against those negativity bias. So ways to do it are showing gratitude or doing savoring, for example. So let me give a concrete example. Say like I'm going to share this gratitude jar with all of you. So when you have some ideas or something that you feel very grateful, write it down in small post-it notes and then put it in. such that when you go over it over time, you will discover that you are actually accumulating lots of positive energy as your reserves to fight against those negativity.
And with that, we build better work relationship, and it means better results.
Yes. So if you like this video, do give us a like and follow and subscribe in our YouTube channel. And please also forward to your more senior colleagues such that they can show less negativity bias in their work as well. But in fact, it applies to everybody. So see you next time.
Bye-bye.